Spy 4. Apparently, Kaiserreich. I hope you're not lying, man. I really hope that's the truth. That sounds really cool. The new Baltic Duchy we work. Test it. Check that out. Why the fuck not? Let's go. Like, in a weird way, I want to have all Warhammer achievements, but getting all Warhammer achievements means you have to cheat and min-max and death stack all the time. And inside, I'm really thinking, should I do it? Should I do it not? I know. Kaiserreich. Play Redux. Play Redux. Why don't I play Redux? Game is hard, so I have to cheat. I trust you. Just no one told me about this, that there was a remake. It sounds really cool. That is how you hunt the goose. You go to the forest, I'm not even kidding, and you take a little grass leaf. You take a grass leaf, and then you put it between your thumbs, like this. And then that bird comes to you, that certain bird. And the update on Fabian with Steel Division. He doesn't have time. He's too busy. So let's see if we can do that. Knowledge? He's officially lost it? This is not a joke. Go to the forest and take a piece of grass and you can attract birds like this. Let's go! That's also a new picture. New game. And apparently the United Baltic Duchy is completely remade. It's gonna be so hard playing them, dude. Please disable historical AI. Okay, take a look here. Adolf Friedrich. Der Afrika-Herzog. What? That means the Duke of Africa. Check this shit out. Check this shit out. Changelog right here. Where did I click? Sorry. Forest Brothers, that's the new one. Oh. Oh! There was a huge update and no one told me? Come on. Boys, thank you, Nikki, for the 5, brother. Mwah! I kiss your fucking ass, dude. It's a beautiful ass. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. I appreciate all the support, man. Road to 3K subs, boys. Kaiserreich now has its own implementation of Play That Peace Conferences. Dude, who said that? Who said that literally 3 weeks ago? Who said that, Alter? And a state transfer tool. Alter, who said that? Where's the state transfer tool? Where is it? Do you guys know where it is? I fucking knew it. I said they should do that. Totally listen to me. Japan intervention, blah, 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 blah. New focus tree for Estonia, Latvia, Wales. Estonia, Latvia, Wales? That doesn't exist, I don't understand. Kaiserreich 4 changelog. New focus tree and a lot of new events. New decision and new country paths. Wales? I guess when you are Wales? You... What? Oh, you have to enable them in the game rules? Wait. Damn, Kaiserreich. Making progress, dude. Good job. Aha. Single player, new game. Select country. Custom game rule? Wait, where's it? Sorry, I'm... How do you do this? Thank you, Duchy and whatever the fuck your name is. Holy crap. Go up. It's in the middle. Early second World War restricted. Division limit applies to all. I like that, division limit. State and country transfer tool. Faction diplomacy. Wait, which? Peace conference player led. Nice! Cool! Epic! That is safe, right? Cool! Damn, that's so good! Thank you, Bancy. What's up? Vacation, I talked about it yesterday. Really in detail. Check it out. Damn, that's so good. How did no one tell me this? I like how I'm losing viewers. People love EU4 more. I'm actually thinking of maybe even restarting EU4 because maybe the Florence achievement is a bit too hard for me right now and I should start with easier ones. So, what the fuck's going on here? New focus tree. Okay, not too crazy. I like the flag. What do we have? Adolf Friedrich. I'm giving 25% of my civs to Germany. Once could hardly find. Once? I think I found a grammar mistake. One could hardly find a place in the world which Adolf Friedrich, the first and only Duke of the United Baltic Duchy, has not seen. An erudite veteran of the Prussian cuirassiers, a passionate hunter, and an avid car racer. He's undertaken personal pilgrimages to the Middle East, East Asia, Africa, traveling thousands of kilometers on foot and horseback throughout most of his life. Africa and its lush wildlife hold a special place in his heart, however. He's crossed Africa from east to west, left his name upon a volcano in Tanganyika, and ultimately landed a job as the governor of Togoland before the Weltkrieg. While definitely not a soft administrator, Adolf Friedrich displayed great interest in the lives and culture of the Togolese natives, even taking time to learn the Ewe language. Okay. At the end of the World War, his experiences as a colonial governor and great prestige among the German upper class led Adolf von Pilchau's Regency Council offering the throne of the United Baltic Duchy to him. Adolf Friedrich agreed and arrived in Riga in spring 1919, where he announced that he shall safeguard the ancient rights and privileges of the Baltic nobility and do everything in his power to be a good ruler. For the most part, Duke Adolf Friedrich is a passive monarch who dedicates his institution to patronage of the arts, science, and sports. He sounds like a good guy. He's been recognized as the best car race driver in the entire duchy. There's like 2 cars, man, come on. And so on. Interesting. Thank you, Lord Lucy. Interesting. Byzantine political system. The political system of the duchy is based upon centuries of tradition stemming from the Livonian Confederation, or in some cases even earlier. The system of semi-directed representation through Landtags and enduring loyalty to provincial Ostsee civil law and the autonomous nature of the Baltic knighthood, Jesus Christ, what? Are all undoubtedly a part of the Baltic German identity, and yet it is a system in dire need to reform. So that's a big debuff. Die Baltische Landwehr! Die Baltische Landwehr, thank you, Sean. Die Baltische Landwehr is a territorial army in the Volunteer Defense Force of the United Duchy, formed in 1918 under the guidance of German Commander Rüdiger von Goltz. It is ethnically segregated between Baltic Germans, Latvians, Estonians, and Russians, and unpopular with the native population. This has pressed the Landwehr to reform and modernize to make up for its manpower shortages. Largely independent of civilian oversight, and for good reasons. It is efficient and innovative. So I have a really hardcore army. Damn, thank you, Chicken Little. What's up, man? Road to 3K subs, boys. It takes a lot of time to make an army, and I lose a lot of manpower, but I have insane bonuses. Very nice. I like that. I want to keep that. And emigration. All citizens of the United Duchy are able to move out and in German Empire, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I am the Deutsch-Baltische Demokratische Partei. Social Liberals. Where's the state transfer? Thank you, Shushi. Where's the state transfer? Good question. Where is the state transfer? Ah, here. Here it is. Here it is. You could literally just cheat right now, but I just want to create funny content, right? I'm just doing that for cool peace deals and good borders. Turn off. Oh, you can turn it off here. Okay, no big decisions. I'm ready, man. I'm actually kind of excited. And I'm a puppet. I am an Oststaat, and I'm part of the Reichspakt. Okay. Cool. Cool. Eliminate unnecessary honorifics. I always want to go industry first. You guys know me. Industry first, and then... There's no political tree. Has completed independent monetary policy. Independent? Sorry. Independent monetary independent? Here. So I have to remove back Monday first, and then this is my political tree? What I see right now is I can't change my politics. You will get more trees later. Oh, cool. Dude, I'm feeling this like crazy. This is amazing. This is really fun right now. I'm loving this. Obviously, research lot first. Where is the research? You know me. Research first. It's here. Ooh. That's not rushable, really. Pick your name. That's not really rushable, is it? I think you stay in the economy stuff first. It will change a lot. Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, that research tree is far. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still think rushing it. Rushing research is just the most important thing in Hoi 4, in my opinion. Thank you, Gunny. Rushing research is just everything. Okay, professional priority or manpower priority. Really, really cool. I want to do professional. I like that. So it's very hard for you to make units, but your units have insane bonuses. Like, insane bonuses. Okay, do I want to rush the resource slot? I think so. I think so. I'm gonna do it. The only advantage which a country as small as ours may have is in professionalism and discipline. Let us foster these advantages and build a small army of crack troops. Crack troops? What? I like that. I'm watching the research. I think that's a good idea. Okay, getting to Riga. You even have a little fleet. I kind of forgot the controls, man, because I'm so used to U4 now. 80% here, 50 here. 3 research slots. Building. Ba-bam, ba-bam. Pretty basic. Actually, don't do this. And do this. Okay. Welcome back to Hoi 4, gentlemen. Oh. Oh my god, what? Yo, 1 second, boys. We get XP? Let's check in a second. Digga, was, Alter? Oh, here we go. Standing on the eastern coast of the Baltic Sea, the United Baltic Duchy is the easternmost Germanic state in Europe, formed in 1918 with the initiative of the local Baltic German population. Though initially imagined as a new member state of the German Empire, these hopes were eventually dashed as the geopolitical realities of post-Weltkrieg Europe and the overwhelming Latvian and Estonian majority population made such a project impossible. Not that the Baltic Germans themselves hardly wanted to lose their identity to the Heimat. Having successfully suppressed the Estonian War of Independence, oh, that happened, and prevented a similar uprising in Latvia, thanks to the fractures within the Latvian nationalist movement, the duchy established itself and now counts almost 20 years of history. The United Duchy is first and foremost rooted in tradition. It inherits provincial Ostsee law, the system of representation throughout Landtags, and the institutional role of the Baltic Knighthood, blah blah blah. Who's currently in charge? We already know that. What is our system of government? What are political concerns? Deco, what the fuck? I know. That is ambitious. The coalition orchestrated by the Baltic German Democratic Party might have a noble goal to reform the duchy to the modern age. But their enemies are plentiful. The Baltic Knighthoods, noble corporations which unite the Baltic German nobility, hold no goodwill towards the liberal constitutionalist project espoused by Paul Schimann, seeing it is a threat to the historical traditions of the land, blah blah blah. A major thorn in the side of the incumbent convent, is the fact that the knighthood have their own man in the government, Baron Rolf von Ungern-Sternberg, Landmarschall of the Ducal Landtag. While by no means a reactionary, von Ungern-Sternberg is a... So, there's the knights. And the knights represent old shit. They're like old. They're old shit. 2 decades of political decay and infighting have left quite a few Baltic nobles, especially younger, ambitious ones, disappointed with the entire system. Both the liberal Baltic Federation project and the reaction of the Baltic Knights disappoint them, the former for surrendering to the inferior natives and the latter for falling to restore the greater Baltic state. Thank you, Camo Dubs. Their salvation is the Baltic Brotherhood, a clandestine religious and pan-Germanic nationalist order, operating in brotherly circles in cities and towns, exerting their power through influence within Baltic German nobles. Its goal is the renewal of the Teutonic spirit of the Baltic Germans and a deep union with the German Empire, and their mission is to resurrect the medieval idea of Drang nach Osten, a crusade against the East. The question we have to ask ourselves, is the big challenge of this game to win World War II with Germany or go against Germany? And this seems to be, these are the very loyal ones to Germany that want to go against the East, which makes sense because we're a small nation, we can't just kill everyone. The Latvians and Estonians have never fully accepted their subordination in the Baltic Duchy, their nationalist movement, so this is when you want to get rid of the Germans. Very interesting. There's both paths. Heavy fucking interesting, to be honest. I'm making XP, right? Yeah. So you shall train. Heavily fucking interesting. This is gonna be really cool. Let's see where this goes. If you go against Germany, Russia supports you, though. Let's see where the focus path brings us. The president of Russia is dead. And yeah, I'm rushing the research slot. You should probably do actually economy stuff, but till this day, I believe research slots are the most important thing. Because the earlier you have them, the more they research stuff for you. And you will always be ahead in technology. And especially as a small nation, you should really try to get ahead in technology, because you don't have much else to offer. National populists can reclaim Germany, and you get a new focus tree, but Germany needs to lose World War II, and then you kill them, which is very hard. Thank you, Real Barracks and Sire. It's gotten so big that Paradox should just give it its own game by now. There's also a lot more events now by the devs. Let me, by the way, talk about events. Let me turn off,
Hey, Tommy, love the
let me just do regional events.
So
thank you, Parker.
Thank
you, man. And let's just take our time here, man. My F1 key just... There was so much shit on my F1 key. Paul Schieman's closing statement. I feel like playing TNO. Currently, the Landtag of the Duchy is gathered to its winter session in Riga. As the budget for the fiscal year of 1933 has been approved and given the convent stamp of approval, the rest of the 2-week session has been largely passive and devoid of conflict. The closing statement of the Landtag session has raised a bit of ruckus, however. Whilst tradition requires the captains of the 4 Baltic knighthoods to make the closing statement and wish the gathered Baltic nobility good year, Chairman of the Landtag College Friedrich von Samson Himmels... Alter, was, Junge? Friedrich von Samson Himmelstcherner instead invited Paul Schiemann, the head of the Democratic Party, to leave the departing Landtag. Okay? Albeit sickly and elderly, Schiemann has managed to fulfill the duties requested and spoke for half an hour about the envisioned reforms of him and his party, and the government of... Bah! But he's doing shit. And then shit happened. Oh, they explained... Oh, there's actually no choice here. It's just, do you want to know who this guy is? I don't. I'm sorry, man. No offense. Maybe just like this, you can make a screenshot and read this. Thank you, Bertano, for the 5, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. He is like a guy. I see. I can't read this. I'm sorry. I don't care that much. You can screenshot it on YouTube and or on stream and check him out. Totalist Charter. I can't read everything, man. Thank you, Bertano, man. Thank you. I think you don't even have to read it. It's just for people that like to read. But later you have to probably make very big decisions. Oh, this is really wrong. I totally didn't pay attention to this. Shouldn't go to the one. This is really, really wrong. I totally didn't pay it. I'm so used to EU4 now that I didn't pay attention. So this is how you should build it, and no trade. Otto von Korsel consolidates the Brotherhood. Well, I already read what the Brotherhood is. Yeah, we already read this. Secret Christian Fundamentalist and Pan-German Order. These are the ones that are loyal to Germany, right? Thank you, Stevie G. Thank you, man. I think this is the ones that are loyal to Germany. The NetPop Brotherhood path is hard to go down if you don't know how. You need to do all decisions perfect. I sometimes feel like a Kaiserreich is very unapproachable for noobs. Because very often you don't know what the right path is and shit. It's a bit hard sometimes. Kaiser Wilhelm Society. Okay. Afghanistan War. The Brotherhood can form a new Germany with a brand new focus tree. Oh my god, what? But Germany needs to capitulate, and you need to win against Russia and France, and that's really hard. Thank you, Chief. You can form your own Germany with your own focus tree? Austrian Empire with walls from Italy, and I got priority. Oh, no, you go this way. New doctrine think tanks. Let's go. I just want the research slot, actually. 20 years of technological development since the Weltkrieg have ushered in a new age in military thought. We must delve into it. And Black Monday reaches me. I am fucked. Bye-bye economy. The Brotherhood are basically Nazis IRL, and they can basically form their own Nazi Germany. That looks ultra fucking interesting to make your own Germany, but that seems really, really hard. But I'm Tommy K, man. I'm Tommy K. You know? You know? February 24th. The MAAPF assembly. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. Raising the alarm bells. Sorry, I can't read all this stuff. I just can't. That is not gonna happen. I will read the big stuff. You could try and multiplayer with the help of someone. No. The Grisha already beat Tommy in push-ups. Have you got the Renaissance in Estonia? Do you have a Renaissance in your dick? That was weird. This. Let's go speed 5 a bit. Thank you, Hi Apollo. Ungon Sternberg's Gambit. This agreement within the Democratic Party coalition have spurred Wolf von Ungon Sternberg, the Land Marshal of the Baltic Land, blah 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 blah. It's always the same, it's just it gives you certain Wait, I should probably read this. The Land Marshal of the Baltic Land Act. In secret he met with Adolf Konstantin Pilar von Pilchow and Wilhelm Robert von Bulmer-Ringsch, Knight Captain of the Livonian Knighthood and leader of the Conservative People's Party, respectively. Standing before the extraordinary session of the Landtag, von Ungon Sternberg announced that he exerts his prerogative as Land Marshal to dismiss the Convent of Land Administrators from the session and remove all of the legislative projects initiated by the Democratic Party from the session. Is this like a coup? Officially nullifying all of the power of the Landtag. Okay. The Reform Party, which von Ungon Sternberg represents, has crossed the benches and formed a majority with the DDVP and representatives of the Knighthoods, denying the Liberal Coalition power. Instead of resigning and allowing the 4 Knighthoods to appoint a new covenant, Chairman Samsung Himmelstjerna has chosen to fight. The executive government has been paralyzed and a political battle is about to start. Bruh. The antiquated, nightmarish government system of the Duchy and the stubbornness of Chairman von Samsung's Himmelstjerna combined have led to the period of dualism in this country. Thank you, Manny. The Democratic Party lacks a majority in the Landtag and has no way of pushing through laws or projects, as they do not have legislative initiative or Landtag dissolution powers. But the conservative-controlled Landtag has no way of removing the incumbent convent from power, as that requires the assent of the knighthoods and the duke, not them. A power struggle has thus broken out within the upper echelons of government and needs to be resolved. While dualism is active, it is impossible to gain any political power normally. It may only be gained through decisions, in which you can make various concessions to parliamentary groups in order to receive their support. You need to receive a specific number of PP before Duke Adolf Friedrich loses all faith in the liberal dream, while keeping track of your stability. Should it dip below a certain point, this rotten structure might collapse. Dico, what? In 180 days, if the country has not been stabilized one way or another by the time this timer runs out, the Duke's patience will finally yield. The Duke may be a patient man, but even he has limits. If dualism lasts for too long, he will put an end to all the partisan squabbles and restore the forces of reaction to the convent. I still don't know where I want to go with this. Save? No, Iron mode. Mistakes happen. Whatever happens, happens. I just don't understand right now where I want to go with this. Do I want this to fail? Do I want to be livable? I don't know. Just ignore it. Because I feel like if I do nothing, I become the knights. And I feel like if I do something about this, then I will be liberal. It's gonna be even more complicated in a second. Oh god, oh god. Like, what does your goal for this playthrough? I don't fucking know. So I should do nothing to become the knights? The knights of fucking the Baltics? So I do nothing because I want to go against the liberals. Okay. My F1 button is full of fucking soy sauce. Disgusting. Hope died. Okay. Well, I want to play the Knights. Making your own Germany sounds insane. Decaying public finances. The freeze over governance at the very top has begun to affect public services at the very bottom. Issue is starting to arise with the orderly distribution of public finances. Schools, hospitals, postal offices, and other institutions see greater and greater delays in funding. The raging economic crisis is only making matters worse. The rank and file members of the Democratic Party are calling us, so I'm not the Democratic Party? I am. What? To not forget the average person and dial down the hostile political battle. They're talking to me like I'm the Nazi guy now. Thank you, Mr. Manny. Like I'm not the liberals. While we cannot pass anything throughout the Landtag, perhaps we can alleviate the situation by spending some of our time convincing the cantons to pick up the slack. I do not want to lose stability. I learned that. Let the local Landtags help the people. I'm the moderates right now? I'm the Democratic Party. To Coronian lobby.
Very nice.
Foster Landwehr traditions. All men in Landwehr are brothers no matter which ethnicity or social class they hail from. They are the knights of the modern era and we must foster them and make them come together. Thank you, Manny, so much for the free man. Thank you.
Very nice.
While the four main lobbies in the Baltic Landtag may be the largest, they are not the only ones and share space with numerous smaller ones, which campaign for their own interests, sometimes vast, sometimes minute. One of such lobbies is the Coronian delegation. We take his message, send it again. Coronia has historically been a special case among Baltic German territories. Its history is unique and one of the somewhat independent duchy ruled by the House of Byron when the rest of the Baltics were ruled by foreign powers. You can press space to pause. For the Brotherhood, you have to go down a very specific thing. Basically, do nothing with the mechanic you just got, and in a second, you get the Forest Brothers. When you get them, do not form the coalition and select only one of the decisions you use to counter them. Oh, take stability. Wanna stay stable? They go what? You need civs to build nodes. New Pope. How do you even say this? Martinch Pench. Do you want 1 PP or not? Who are you? What? A lone representative of the Landtag from Courland. Is a lobby of his own. This elderly retired former commander in the Imperial Russian Army is the most prominent of the so-called Coronian Knights. They are the descendants of the Coronian nobility which ruled this region before the arrival of the Baltic Germans. They bear their own coats of arms and consider themselves noble despite living no better than peasants and being very few in number. Throughout history, the Coronian knighthood recognized them as a class above the ordinary Latvian peasantry, and yet their rights and powers were eventually eroded by time. Penishishish, representing the 600 remaining Coronian knights, requests for the noble status of his people to be recognized. You say no? I'm gonna recognize them. They're part of us. The Red Graf. Some communist shit happened. Dude, I can't read all of this on stream. I'm gonna fall asleep. Shiman versus... Oh my fucking god. So here we go. Oh my god. This is a big campaign. A debate has broken out in the halls of the Landtag. The elderly leader of the Democratic Party has been challenged by Voldemar Puzzle, leading member of the right-wing Volkspartei. Puzzle ascribes himself to the ideological thought of Baron Wilhelm von Firks, a famous titan of Baltic German politics who was Schimann's main adversary until his passing in 1943. The debate soon turned towards fundamentals of Baltic German politics and the ideological goals of both parties. Voldemort? What? Voldemar. Both Puzzle and Schimann agree that the Baltic Germans are a positive presence in the Baltic state and are more worthy of ruling it than the Latvians and Estonians. Oof, racist. However, Puzzle claims that this is proof of their special position in society, one which should be inherent and should remain in the future. Schimann disagrees, however, stating that while the Baltic Germans inherit the liberal foundations of German culture, There's nothing which prevents Latvians and Estonians from becoming similar enlightened throughout education, merit, and the absorption of Baltic German culture. To him, Baltic Germans carry a burden of passing their civilization on to the Latvian and Estonian people. Postel called Schimann out as a hypocrite, however. So, one guy says we should integrate Latvians and Estonians, and the other one is like, Deutschland, Deutschland, Deutschland. So, I think I know what I'm taking. It's just a game. It's just a game, Twitch admin. It's just a game. Trying to form our own Germany here. That could be a cool achievement. The locals. Oof. So I'm not touching this. Heikki, I hope you carry me in this. I'm not touching the dualism event. Livland in flames. The Forest Brothers. Oh god, I don't know what the fuck. Wait. One of the most defining features of the United Baltic Duchy since its beginning was its relationship with the overwhelming Latvian and Estonian majority. Do this if you want the Brotherhood. Like, do I want the Brotherhood? I have to... Kilchau and Sternberg are the greater threat. In 1918, the Baltic Germans sought to present the duchy as an all-Baltic entity and even coopted it. Several Latvians and Estonians into Pilar von Pilchau's Regency Council. The solution rapidly collapsed during the following Latvian and Estonian Wars of Independence. Though suppressed by the Baltische Landswehr, the Latvians and Estonians did not give up hope of achieving independence. The organizations in exile in Sweden, Russia, and the international continued to push for freedom. The paralysis of the central government has finally given the Balts impetus to act. Livland has suffered the brunt of the developing rebellion. The land administrators there report that they cannot control the countryside, as the law enforcement agencies have been overrun by ad hoc partisan organizations and underground resistance groups. They have been joined by defectors from the Landswehr and armed exiles crossing the Russian border, who have bolstered the ranks of the partisans with weapons, ammunition, and expertise. Supported by many local farmers, they are known as the Forest Brothers, carrying a Robin Hood-like aura around their actions. The government must act immediately. I get big uprisings and the Forest Brother uprising events start. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? We have to suppress them. A mass insurgency has broken out in the United Baltic Duchy. Hundreds of Latvians and Estonians leave their lives to join the Forest Brothers, an underground partisan resistance organization, with the goal of evicting Baltic German rule from the region once and for all. The continued existence of the Duchy now depends on whether the government and the Baltic Landswehr will be able to fuck them up. The strength and growth of the Forest Brother movement is represented by resistance in Latvian and Estonian states. How do you do that again? I totally forgot. How do you show resistance again? It's like here, right? There you go. Okay. It may be combated via normal resistance mechanics or spending political power to enact anti-partisan measures. Resistance needs to dip below 25% for the Forest Brothers uprising to finally recede. Should resistance reach 75, on the other hand, this will be very bad. And I have 0 PP, so what the fuck do I do? How would I get PP? Oh god. AK says I can only do 1 bounty hunt and then I have to stop. Alter, was geht ab, Alter? This is crazy, dude. Step by step. We must organize our soldiers into small teams of 4 or 5 men. This is like enlisted. Operating by tasks and implementing fire and movement tactics in the heart of battle. In the heat of battle. Much like German Stoßtruppen, the motivation to protect our support one's friend in small squads trumps. That's clever, yeah. Dude, you get insane bonuses here. Really, really good. I have to do number 2, they say. Oh yeah, he just said that. This is you unite the nation, but I don't want to unite the nation. Okay, okay. I need to do 1 bounty hunt, Hickey said. It's gonna be a very hard game. I have to beat Germany, and I have to be lucky, and I have to do certain things. The Revolutionary Latvian Legion. At the end of the Great War, thank you, Garn Beast. The Latvians, following their Russian comrades, rose up in revolution, creating the Iskolat Republic. It was unfortunately short-lived, destroyed by German arms, and though many Latvians served in the Bolshevik government, their comrades in Petrograd were defeated as well. Their exiles escaped to the west, where socialist-leaning Latvian communists had already been firmly established and accepted them with open arms. Ever since then, under the leadership of Jēkabs Peters, they assembled the Revolutionary Latvian Legion, a small regiment of trained exiles ready to take their home in a revolution. And now, thanks to German secret services, we have been informed that they are filtering into the duchy, joining the Forest Brothers. Search every ship. Yeah, we gotta fight these guys. Yeah, I'm fighting them. Pick the 69th option. Funny. Expansion of the base government. We gain 25 resistance in Estland and Courland. Alter, was geht, Junge? This is so much, man. The news of the Forest Brothers Rebellion have reached Germany, and thousands of Germans have taken this as a chance to rise up. Oh, I'm getting German friends. Germans are coming to help us? Sure, let them in. Another enemy. Okay, the whole country's rising up. The whole country's rising up, bro! I need 5 PP to do the bounty hunt. Oh, I'm getting mad rebellions. The ticking clock. Yeah, what the fuck am I gonna do? Okay, here comes the resource. So... Oh, the dualism and force product doesn't allow you to take it. Oh, you can't take anything anymore. Oh, well, I'm ready when it's over then, though. It's not still a good point. And you shouldn't do this, because this just takes away your later armor research. So let's not do that. Okay. Jesus. The reach out decisions give you PP, but I thought I'm not supposed to click that. Digga, this is too much! Fuck! Rüdiger von Goltz becomes the leader, he gets you recovery, man. This is the same? It's the same anyway, whatever. Manteufel's Coup.
Fellow Latvians rise up against this German occupation.
Thank you, Vasers. The nitty-gritty organizations of the Landswehr Brotherhood, coup d'etat, fell onto the shoulders of Hans von Manteuffel Söge, a respected commander in the Landswehr and a loyal member of the Brotherhood's inner circle. Rumors were spread of a Latvian militant uprising in Riga, which the Landswehr acted upon and sent designated units into the city. These units promptly disarmed the local garrison, seized control of all communications, and surrounded the Landtag. 150 members of the legislature and all members of the convent of the Land administrators were left besieged, learning through secret channels that offices of the 4 Baltic Knights are being raided, martial laws being enacted across the country, and local civilians authorities are surrendering to military pressure. The whereabouts of Adolf Friedrich are unknown. A few hours later, General von Manteuffel presented his demands to the besieged Landtag, the dissolution of the legislature and the convent of the land administrators, to be replaced by a faithful and respected government headed by Rüdiger von der Goltz as emergency regent and Otto von Korsel as the new chairman. For God and Vaterland. Stability goes to 30, which is really good. Dualism is over. Otto von Korsel, Siegfried, I get new stuff. The Baltic Brotherhood becomes the ruling party. What the fuck? And now I do 1 bounty hunt, as he said. Okay. Because I didn't do anything. Now the bad boys, the Baltic Brotherhood, was like, let's take over, fuckers. Okay, so now we're national populist. Oh, I have a new focus tree. So it was good that I took it. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, remove the Byzantine political system. That is really important, yes. Dissolve the Landtag. What a cool focus tree. Thank you, Son of Bean. Dax, thank you for all the subs, boys. The Baltic Duchy prides itself in its complex, traditional, and historically famous system of democratic self-rule and decentralized management. All of this is no longer needed. These burdens, such as law and constitutional principles, stands lesser to disciplined society and absolute rule from the top. This is really well designed. It's a bit much to read for an ADHD kid like me, but this is great right now. This is fun as fuck. So I do 1 raid, Heiki. I think you will collapse now? Ja? Nein. Im Bad oben. You think I'm gonna collapse now? You had to do a bounty hunt before the coup. Well, what can I do, man? What can I do, you know? Our Duke, Adolf Friedrich I, vanished during the chaos of the Manteuffel coup, and while we are distraught by this disappearance, we can only put this to good use. The Duke was too passive and liberal for our taste, and Graf von der Goltz will rule as his regent. Oh, we're just replacing the monarch. Decay of order. Was? Okay, we're fucked. They have their own focus trees. As a coup, do as many decisions to fight the brothers as possible, or you collapse. But there was no time. Before the coup, press every event that gives you PP to have enough for the hunt. Well, we're the good guys now. I mean, I'm not gonna beat anyone like this. I have no army, and I will never have any army. What the fuck? We're the good guys now? What? Okay, let's try that again. Gee, what? This is all a bit much, man. It's all a bit much. My point is always to a lot of developers, Paradox, mod makers, how are normal people, just normal players that are not that hardcore, supposed to understand this stuff? This is like, what? Like, what? Like, what? Peace conference, player primacy, and active. Okay. So real quick, let's get to that point again. It's just 1 year. Bum 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 bum. Boom boom boom. Boom boom boom. I'm rushing the resource slot again. These guys are training. Other than I have to do this stuff. Uno momentatore. So I need to do one bounty. I have to do more of these bounty hunts. I mean, pretty fucking logical, man. I just felt like. Anyway, okay. Let's go back to that point. We're trying to become the Brotherhood of the Baltics, which is kind of the evil guys, but they can make their own fucking Nazi Germany or some shit, which sounds interesting in the game, not in real life. Let's see. Okay. Let's go back to local events. Love your streams, Tommy? Then why are you non-sub, man? Come on, bro. You were on the right path to make your own Germany, though. Yeah, but I had to do a raid, apparently. Bank PP? I didn't use PP once in this entire game, I'm pretty sure. Did I? I don't think I used PP once. Because that event over there, it turns your PP to 0. But maybe I should do at least a little bit of events to have at least a little bit of PP. You did basically everything right, except you have to press only the choices on the events that give you the most XP. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. There you go. Thank you, man. So you know what? I'm choosing the PP now. I chose PP here. which is actually decaying. Okay, I'm taking the PP, I'm taking the PP, so I can do these raids. There we go. I'm doing 1 bounty hunt. I don't know why I should do more than that. I don't know. I have to take this one. I'm taking the PP. And I'm doing one of these hunts. Now you have enough for 1 bounty hunt before coup, then you spam them after. But why would you say only 1 before the coup? What if I do it differently? Socialist Revolution Iran. What if I do 2 coups right now? If you do more than 1 bounty hunt, you don't get the coup. How is a normal player ever supposed to understand that? It's kind of fucking crazy. So don't do another bounty hunt? Like, how is any normal human being supposed to understand this? Kind of fucking crazy.
Wow, is very nice.
Moin moin.
Thank you, David. Thank you. It's trial and error. I don't know if I like that so much. I think as a developer, you should give the player a cool feeling and tell him which path he's taking. And not being ultra fucking careful all the time. The mod makers don't know how to contact other people. Thank you, Arrogant, for the gift, my brother. Thank you very much. Obviously, no place is supposed to have a Reddit page guide on their second monitor. Okay, the coup happens now. And then I spam this shit. There's the coup. I've been cooped. Yes. And now I am supposed to hunt like crazy. Even though I'm out of PP. Don't do speed 5 or you will get fucked. Why this? You just click this shit. It's not that crazy, is it? Missing 2 PP here. Just do the left focus tree. Yeah, the PP here. You're totally right, 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 you're totally right. You're totally right. You get 50 PP here. Okay, and now I just destroy the rebels like crazy, right? Okay, I got the PP. Good. I still want the resource slot. Not saying goodbye to that. And now you just hunt. Thank you, Gigabyte. 1 sec. 1. Boom. Latvia, Estonia. Back to speed 4. The worst thing right now... I mean, they're all bad. They're all bad. Curfew. -10 resistance, -5 more compliance. Okay, I'm just doing the bounty hunts like crazy now. Thank you, Gigabyte. If it goes to 75%, I lose. That's kind of what's going on here. Oh man, the whole country is burning. This is fun as fuck, actually. I'm having mad fun. I'm not a big fan of this. You have to play a certain way. Because if I didn't have chat, I would never know, right? To do this path. I would never know how to do it. But when you know, it's kind of fun. This could be a really sick game. Okay, bounty hunting, bounty hunting, bounty hunting. We're trying to defeat the uprising. Okay. Anyway, you got this from here on. I'm gonna eat dinner. Thank you, Heiki. Thank you for your time, man. Thank you, man. Playing the Baltic state really makes you feel like a failed state. Most nations in Kaiserreich are like this. Every single nation in this game feels like it's getting fucked and you have to rebuild it. And then you go to war. That's kind of the premise of Kaiserreich, right? And I like it. It's cool. In vanilla, you just build up, right? But in Kaiserreich, you have to first overcome a crisis, and then the game starts. Which is really cool. Thank you, Elmo. Sometimes maybe a bit much to handle. Sometimes a bit overwhelming, maybe. A little bit. But then you get crazy army bonuses here on the Baltics. The army is gonna have insane bonuses. Completely mental. This is not a DLC, this is a mod, man. It's for free. You can get this right now. Kaiserreich. Okay, I'm just trying really hard right now to take care of this rebellion shit. The resistance is even going up, man. Jeez. Oh, yeah. It's crazy that this is for free. That's the modern community of Paradox, man. Paradox owes a lot to... Oh, I have Forest Brothers, so I can't even take it. I'm preparing it, though. The research slot is still, after all, the most important thing to me. Okay, we can actually go speed 5 for a sec. Do these raids. The resistance is going higher and higher, man. And let's get rid of the political system. Getting big buffs. So debuff is once again stability, war support, and 25 PP. Bounty hunt is over in 2 days. Bam. Just trying to make the resistance go down. Let me check again. Man, that's scary. I have to go down here. Courland. Livonia and Courland is more important. Let's do that again. Bounty hunts, bounty hunts. Do different decisions? But why? This decision means you have more compliance with them, but the resistance goes down by 5% less. That is very wrong. Why would you say that? Dissolve the Landtag and mobilize the Landwehr. The Baltic state is in danger. Latvish and Estonian radicals, guided by the specters of liberalism and socialism from abroad, have risen up against us. The Landwehr must be mobilized to fight this. Maybe this is going to help me with this whole event. 67. If it's 75, I'm dead. It's kind of fun, but hard to understand as a newbie. 69. Nice, but this is not looking good, man. This is not looking good, man. 66. Does not have the Forest Brothers. So I just unlocked something? I did not. Oh, now I can, like, attack them or some shit with soldiers or something. Ostwald-Programm. We must always prepare ourselves for a possible attack from the east. Let's unlock that, why not? I can make a wall against Russia. I think I just unlocked new decisions against this. They're quicker, they're making resistance quicker than I'm destroying it, so I gotta really do something here. Zersetzung. Gierkopteritat. Resistance decay speed, that's nice. Zersetzung. Zersetzung means decomposition in German. Thank you, Basket. Is a psychological warfare technique designed by the Baltische Landwehr, the goal of which is to break captured Latvian and Estonian partisans through abuse. Oh, they're gonna make them watch TikToks. Let's make these rebels watch TikTok. I feel kind of bad, man. That should be in the Geneva Convention. Jesus. Adopt Bandenbekämpfung Taktik. Bandenbekämpfung tactics employ practices of massive retribution for partisan activity in afflicted areas, collective punishment, and an infrastructure of permanent guard patrols. Okay, so the Nazi, you could say the Nazi army, right? Kind of heavy bad boys. They're really fucking rebels right now. They're doing some bad shit to them. Form Zerstörungsbataillone. I get 500 guns. Lots of bonuses, and this is just... Zerstörungsbataillons, destruction battalions, are volunteer paramilitary units composed of collaborators among the Latvian and Estonian population to support the German Baltic troops with their knowledge and shit. Damn, big bonuses. Asmongold is playing New World? Shut up! Shut the fuck up about New World, man. Fuck, Junge. Stop talking about New World. I don't want to play it. Construction speed plus 10. Ooh. Modern construction technology. The Ostwald project has taught us more than a few things about how to manage construction. Nice. 55%. Looks like we got it now. Looks like we're taking care of the rebellion. Ostwald-Programm. Does not own? This is so fucking cool, man. It's very in-depth, though. Very in-depth. Like, what the fuck? But this is fun as fuck, man. But I personally would have, like, kept it 20% simpler. I'm playing New World right now. Fuck you. I would have kept it just a little bit simpler. Sometimes it's a bit much, man. Uprising defeated. I need, no. You need 25%, and then something cool happens. It's gonna take a while. Let's do some bounty hunts. I need 25%. November 5th. Vereinter Landesrat Day or whatever. Jack Reed elected. 10% construction speed on 0 shifts, always fun. And unlocks military equipment decisions. It pains to admit that we will not be able to construct everything we might wish to see in our projects all by our own. This is where our allies come in. Throughout contacts in Germany, we need to purchase more material for the Ostwald. So what you guys have been saying is, I can only form my own Germany if Germany dies. If in World War II Germany dies, then I could make my own Germany. But it's very unlikely that Germany dies. So it's very unlikely you will ever see me do my own Germany here. Let's just get it out of the way so everybody understands that. I bounty hunt, I bounty hunt. Uprising defeated. Wait, I just had to click that? Wait, is that clickable? No, I'm not that stupid. I could have clicked Uprising defeated the whole time? No, you're lying. They added so many new things to the world, it's so cool. All the servers are full, 30-minute queues. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, you can't take that yet. You need 25%, then it's defeated. Okay. I'm not gonna boost France before the game, that's kind of cheaty. I should do a bit more Estonia after this. Bounty hunts in Estonia. Okay, let's put this down to 25. The redoubt question. There will come a time when no matter how much we build up the Oswald that the Russians break through. If such things happens, we need a redoubt. And for that, we must decide what this redoubt should be. What? What? And not a generic MMO? Yeah, fuck New World. Okay, let's do the Estonian bounty hunts. This is really taking a while. I mean, it's turned 97 already. Estonia bounty hunt. 54. Oh, purchase. Oh. What do I need? Purchase German rifles. Probably should do that. Construction material. Let's purchase some German shit, man. Why not? That's really cool. You buy equipment from someone else. That's really cool. Thank you, Doc, once. I mean, this is really well done, man. This is just very well done. Okay, still trying to make this uprising go to 25, which is really not happening so much right now. Ask allies for manpower? That's not how this works, my dude. Nope, that's not how that works. A lot of fucking bounty hunting going on here, man. Lots of bounty hunting. The redoubt question. Retreat behind the Duna. Where? What is... What? Okay, I have no idea what that just was. That was kind of a thing when Russia attacks, something happens. Look, they don't want to give you garrison support. Look, 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 look. Nobody wants to give you garrison support. The character creator is so good. Good for you, man. Good for you, good for you. Classic streamer allergic to reading. Welcome to Twitch. Below 25%, they recede. Really taking a while, man. Riga revealed doubt. Ah, you're using support equipment and infantry equipment to make land forts against Russia. Okay. Okay. Start some curfews? Maybe I should. Yeah, this is totally not going well right now. Isn't that really wrong? What if you do brutal oppression? Doesn't that just destroy them instantly? Yeah, it went down to 42, but should have totally done that. Yeah, the curfews are really wrong. The curfews are ultra wrong. Whoever set curfews, that is super, super wrong. No, Florence hasn't failed. No, it's still safe. You don't have any manpower for garrisons. Yeah, I know! What do you want me to do? You guys are telling me every 5 seconds. You cannot request anything. What do you want from me? I can do this. Boom, there you go. There you go, I did that. Now it's going down a lot. And 0. 45. I mean, I'm only doing the manpower, so we reach 25, man. It's going down a lot now. Any moment now we should reach 25. 41. Don't go up, man. Don't go up. What the fuck? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Purchase German weapons. You are part of the German research group. That's pretty nice. 42. I will never. You cannot change description. Oh, Jesus, Leute. Was ist denn los mit euch? Chad, are you guys okay? It's going down a lot. Come on, we get there. Yeah, curfews is really wrong. You think Middle Africa gives me manpower? Why would they? Oh, they do! That's a VIP! That's a VIP! Finally someone that has something to say! There, Dog Hunter! Welcome to the VIP section! I could VIP you. What the fuck? There, Dog Hunter. Finally someone! Saying something that makes fucking sense. Alhamdulillah. That's how you get VIP, man. Good man. Good man. Good man. Good fucking man. Okay, slowly this resistance is almost reaching 25. We're almost there. I know I have a tank focus, but you don't want a tank research focus early game. You want to use your tank research focus on a late game tank like medium 2s, medium 3s, or heavy 2s. If you waste your research on a medium 1 or heavy tank 1, you completely fucked it up. Don't take that early. Venetian Revolt. 35%. Come on, brother. Please. Getting German equipment in a sec. How big are the army bonuses now? I will show later, but the army bonuses are insane. But right now, I just have to figure this shit out. 1 sec. 31. Almost there. Thank you, P-Man. Dog Hunter, there you go, man. You just had a big career. VIP and sub in less than a minute. Thank you, Swarton, my bro. Thank you, man. 32%. This is really grindy, man. I didn't even take care of Black Monday yet. By the time I'm a finished nation, man, this game is already over. 34. God, it's taking forever, man. 30. I can actually finally do this. Early move. Very nice.
Very nice.
I need to buy German rifles next. Thank you, Batui. Eastern Euros Defense Corporation decisions unlocked. Oh, take all this. What? What? I don't know what is. First of all, it's crazy what's possible in Hoi 4, okay? But what? What happens if I click this? What happens? I don't understand. What? The Russian Empire has resurged and the security of the Eastern European region is threatened. When the Second World War begins, we will have to brace ourselves, blah, blah, blah. After the Russian Empire activates its foreign policy tree, all Eastern members of the Reichsbank unlock the ability to pool resources and distribute them between their member states. Oh, you can make a pool and then you give it to others. Excuse me, what? You think I give you fucking shit? What? Who are you kidding? You're crazy. I have to buy drum guns. What do you mean? Sodom is back. Dimitri the Third, man. What up? 26%? In 18 days we have it. In 18 days we killed Robin Hood. And then the game really starts. Let's go, let's go. 13 days, man. This should be 25 now. And then I have to really change my occupation law. Bum, bum, bum. Let me just think real quick. Okay. Artillery 2 is important. Okay. 7 days, it should be over. 25. And now I should be able to click the uprising is defeated. Oh! The forest border threat in the Baltic region has been completely quenched. Having lost their last holdouts, their forces scattered, and some of their main leaders killed in the crossfire, the partisans have either moved into low-scale underground resistance or stood down entirely, which, either way, makes the movement no longer threatening to our stability. Latvian and Estonian exiles who crossed the Russian border to join resistance now desperately flee right back, claiming that they will continue fighting. The duchy is safe. 50 stability, 50 PP, 15 arm XP. The forward spotters are gone. All partisan uprisings are ceased. GG! Good shit. And we unlocked the focus tree with a nice little research slot. Thank you, Pasidas. The Duke Adolf Friedrich National Military Academy in Riga shall be the shining beacon of modern military thought in Eastern Europe, uniting all the disparate courses and study programs the Landswehr once employed, and gathering all of our build-up knowledge in a single institute. Let's go, boy. Let's go, boy. I like this one. Not that far ahead. Good shit, good shit. Okay. Cool. So now the only decisions left. This should be gone in 2 days. 1 and gone. Der Großtyrann und das Gericht. No one cares. And now I can do this stuff. If I still don't understand. If I give the game 1,000 guns and 150 support, I get land forts. That's kind of what's going on. Riga reveal. That means Riga gets forts. I don't want that. I just want to buy German shit, man. Let's go. And then the Eastern Euros, the refuse shipments. Allow shipments. I don't really care about this stuff. I don't want their shit. Yeah, the law. You're right. It is done, because there's no more resistances. But yeah, you have to do this. Bam. No civilian oversight. Okay, good. And we're in the game. We're finally in the game. Do we still have Black Friday? Yeah, you don't... Oh, you have Black Monday. Black Monday, I mean. Okay, get the research, and then let's build up this country, man. And Russia is starting to do war, man. Let's go back to speed 4. Russia is starting to do evil shit, man. Evil shit, man. I'm now the... What's my name? Baltic State. Under the Baltic Brotherhood. Erste Baltische Bruderschaft, which means the first Baltic Brotherhood. Under Rüdiger von Goltz, this whatever the fuck his name is. He's our leader. He's our the leader of this country. Okay. Okay, let's... Ow. My muscles. Ouch. Okay, let's build up the country a bit. We have 2 years, not even that much anymore, before World War II, and I'm not ready at all. Oh, I just kind of had a... How do you say that? Hexatrus? The leader is basically a figurehead. Your head of government is the real leader. True, yeah. Oh, man. My muscles. I have 1 civ. That's a big push forward. I like this shit here, where you get fucking infinite shit from the Germans. Like, I'm getting so many trucks. Easy peasy. But let's save some PP so I can start doing some cool shit. Aim for stability buffs that don't have debuffs. Okay. Spanish Civil Wars going interesting. American Civil Wars going interesting. New England is formed. Lots of shit happening on this planet, but we are focused on our beautiful little country here. The beautiful Baltics, where nobody is going to be independent. Are you kidding? Okay, here we go. Wir glauben, wir kämpfen, wir siegen. We believe, we fight, we conquer. The new Baltic sacrificed for a new Germany. These are the mottos of the Baltic Brotherhood, and they shall serve as our guide in our transformation of this state. 50 PP. The National Populist Party will now be called Aufbauvereinigung. That means a build-up union, building something up. And the transformation of the state begins. Unlock Baltische Erneuerung, which means reformation of the Baltics. This is hella interesting, man. Really, really interesting. So, I want to have anti-air 2 in this. Okay. Save some PP for now. Let's not press any of this. Very, very interesting focus tree. Man, you guys should tell me when there's new updates to Kaiserreich. If you guys would have told me that Kaiserreich had a big update, I would have played this yesterday. But no one is telling me. That's kind of the information I need from you guys, and not Company of Heroes 2 is on sale right now. Tommy, no. Tommy, there's a new update for Kaiserreich. That is the good information, bro. And after that, we have the unity of the churches, but I have to get rid of Black Friday. Here, this one. An army with a state. 5 war support, you lose weekly stability? Jesus. But Black Monday gets fucked up a bit. Very cool focus tree, man. Can you show the army bonuses? I think they're gonna be bigger later, but yeah, this is the army. What the fuck? 25% defense and attack on the whole map. This is insane. This is completely mental. You have 0 manpower though, but don't forget that. You have 0 manpower and 60% training time. But this is completely OP as fuck. 40% orc. That's gonna be the best division of all times. But again, I can't do many of them. That's the point. Das ist der Punkt. Das ist the point. We're not that rich, boys. I should take the guns though. Guns are important. You're supposed to go full tanks. The thing is, you have to let Germany die to form them. And sometimes they win by themselves. Yeah, I was talking about this. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna force it too hard. And try very, very hard to show this new kind of Germany. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Austria-Hungary federalizes. Would you like to be updated with TNO updates too? Do you want to be updated of my foot fungi too, Gregor? What do you mean I want to listen? Come on. TNO, man. If I want to get updated on TNO, I read the Bible 5 times, Junge. That's still less reading than in that game. And then I look through a 3D lens into the sun, because that's the same fucking experience of looking at TNO. Okay, some cool shit is gonna happen in a second. This is actually really fun, man. That's what her 4 should be like, man. Just a cool experience and a cool storyline and some war, man. What is TNO? Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. They're doing a Russian death diary for Kaiserreich. So, Russia is getting an update in Kaiserreich soon? Is that what's going on? November 5th is kind of like our national day. And the focus is done. They're remaking Russia. Nice. The societal transformation begins. Now that the last of the regime's armed opponents hang in drafts, the Baltic Brotherhood, controlling the new government from the shadows, is able to implement their transformative policies in their entirety. Their goals rest on several pillars, all leading towards the same purpose: the complete subjugation of the Baltic German nation to a greater revolutionary ideal, and the complete mobilization of the economy in the name of the Grand Crusade towards the East. Throughout the following years, all vestiges of capitalism, which the Brotherhood does not hide their hate towards, calling it Anglo-Saxonic soul theft, will have to be destroyed and a hierarchic, orderly, state-controlled system built in its place. The average citizens will have to be groomed and reshaped to become model Christians. Jesus. They once again need to be imbued with the Teutonic spirit, which courses through their veins. The Baltische Landswehr, which helped the Brotherhood come into power, had no issue with these transformation reforms. After all, their interest will be satiated, and quite a few of them actually sympathize with this extreme, nigh esoteric nationalism. Many will die in this corpse-strewn way towards national revival. Many others will suffer. But that is the sacrifice which Otto von Cosel is willing to make. Let the music play. Okay, an army with a state. The goal of the renewed Baltic state is to subjugate itself in its entirety to the Eastern Crusade. Its economy and society must rid itself of Mammonic capitalism and dedicate everything it can to the Landswehr. Everything within the state needs to go to the army. Black Monday is getting a bit better. And transformation of the state is happening, destabilizing us a bit. Also, I unlocked decisions. Baltische Erneuerung. Having seized absolute power and forged a permanent alliance with the Landswehr, the Brotherhood may finally put into effect their plans for the state of the Baltic Germans. The old antiquated order must be rooted from the ground up and replaced with a national renewal, on which, yeah, you already told me. National transformation will be arduous and costly process. Each natural focus in the army with a state branch of your focus tree, detailing the subjugate of the country to the ultimate goal of the Brotherhood, will increase weekly loss of stability. To prevent this escalating instability from overwhelming the country, you are able to go down the unity of the church's branch of your focus tree, which details increasing control. So they want me to do left, right, left, right. This is killing stability, but this is giving stability. Ah, you have to go left, right, left, right. That's so cool, man. You need the national population registry focus ASAP so you don't lose more manpower. You need the national population registry ASAP. What? under your focus. Oh. Remove the mass immigration. Which, yeah, minus 40% mass population. Man, Heiki, you really know what the fuck you're talking about. You really researched this stuff. You know what the fuck you're doing, man. Yeah, I need to do that, otherwise I keep losing 40% manpower every week. Totally right. So maybe let's do that first. And then do the church stuff. Do the laws of Germany branch first and dot rest of the left side first. Do the laws with Germany branch first and dot... I have no idea what you're talking about. What? Occupation law is done. I fixed it. If you ever had this thing, you know, with the stuff. I did a full playthrough with a friend. It was a pain in the ass. And we did 10 resets. I know this shit inside out. It's crazy though how you need someone like you who knows this shit inside out. Otherwise, you're never gonna go the perfect way, right? This is Skazrak, not Redux. Hey, long time viewer on YouTube, but first time checking out the stream. Love you, man. Thank you. Amazing time. And amazing time, not unamazing. I should get a glass of water in a sec. Shut up for weird. Thank you, Jeff.
Shut up for weird.
Sure, Austria? What happened in Austria? Oh. He's building the Great Lake of Hungary. Okay, the Danubian Federation is going ham. But Hungary is having none of it. The right side gives perma debuffs. You can rush the left side to avoid them. What? There's a really fucked up smell here right now. Our country is facing an immigration problem, and the solution to it is simple. Prevent anyone from leaving. Create the registry of all our citizens, constantly keeping it up to date and collect information on their personal lives. Grant benefits to those who stay and find ways to return to those who leave. The labor is needed here, not elsewhere. There's a really weird smell right now. It smells like, you know the smell of energy drink powder, like G Fuel? Maybe many of you don't know it. When you open, like the powder that bodybuilders use and energy drinks, that smell is really big right now in this room. Really big. And it's not a good smell. Oh. Oh. What is Lisa doing? Is she making G Fuel soup? Katzenpisse? Might be from your ass? I have to take a break. I'm gonna pee and take a... Jesus Christ. I gotta take a break. What the fuck? I had vacation for 2 weeks and I'm already fucked again. What the fuck? 2 minutes, boys. I'm drinking so much water, dude. I don't know if it's me talking so much, but lately it's heavier. My mouth is so dry all day, and I'm drinking so much water. So much water. I think it's 50% talking and 50% sugar withdrawal. It's really crazy. So, where were we? We're building this country, and you have to always go left, right, left, right. I'm rushing this so I don't lose manpower anymore. That was a really good tip by Heiki. After this, I'm going to go a bit into the church stuff, though, so the weekly stability doesn't get fucked too much. Okay. Thank you, Hats rolled, my dude. Thank you very, very much. I want to give a shout out to everyone in chat who's playing New World right now. Suck a dick, and fuck you. I hope you are stuck in a queue forever. Because we're playing real modern games. We're playing Kaiserreich Update. Duchy of the Balkans, man, huh? Greatest continent ever. Don't talk shit. When is that Artillery 2 coming around? 146 days. Okay, just building up right now. Here you see the buff. Transformation of the state. You get some bonuses, like population and shit, but the stability really hurts. So it's really important to get some stability in a sec. Someone said, did I say Balkans? Someone said there's permanent debuffs here? I don't understand that. The Eastern Crusade is the final focus, man. I have seen the Game of Thrones CK3 trailer. They can't say New World in chat has been banned. I have 69 commerce, by the way. Thank you, Steve, my brother, thank you. Road to 3K subs. 3.5K 16-hour stream. On the 16-hour streams, we have time for other games. Maybe even Company of Heroes 2. And I'm gonna officially announce this right here. Something I've never done before. I'm officially announcing this. When the 16-hour stream happens, which will happen. Thank you, Reaper Dragon. At 3.5K. I will make a site. I will make something. I don't know where I make it. Where there will be 30 games like Foxhole and Company of Heroes and your mom's asshole simulator. I don't fucking know. All that shit. And then you guys will have 1 week or even more to vote on the games. And the top game, or maybe the top 2 games, I will play on a 16-hour stream. So then you guys decide if your game didn't win, like Foxhole. Then fuck you, Junge. Verstehst du? Fucking communist. And then we play that shit. Okay? No one is gonna vote for New World. It's gonna have 2 votes, Wolf Poops. You and Discord Pixel. Didn't tell me I have 4K subs. I was on vacation 17 days. And when you go as a streamer for a while, the sub count goes... Where's that vote at? I said when the sub goal is reached. Mamma mia. Unified Church. Today the Christian Church is divided and relishes in infighting. The Baltic Germans, whose Crusader history bestows them a natural role of spiritual guidance for Europe, must champion a unity for the Catholic and Protestant churches on their soil. Unite all forces of religious renewal, blah blah blah. What exactly do you get, sorry? Stability is getting better again, and when completed you get 5 stability, 50 PP, and abolition of the Old Testament. Okay. Thank you, Corkin, man. Chat. Oh god, here we go. Oh god. Chat. Does Company of Heroes 2 have a single player campaign? It probably does, huh? It does? Thank you, Zolo Twitcher, man. Thank you. It's really good. Well, we're gonna see at 3.5k subs what you guys will vote for. And I hope you vote for Magic the Gathering. Woo! Thank you, Steve. Dude, Magic died so hard, right? I was a big Magic fan. All the streamers don't play it anymore. They use other programs now. It really went downhill a bit. I think so. It feels to me at least like it, which I love. I wish them all the worst. I hope Wizards of the Coast is gonna lose all their money with their little scam game. 16-hour Magic stream? Oh, that would be... Oh. Play Elder King CK2? I want to maybe implement that more often, where I make little votes where you guys vote on 10 things, and it's not only games, it's like Elder King CK2, CK3 campaign. There's many different things, and I want to see what you feel, see what you guys are into, and then maybe take a look at that. How would I set up... I'm a boomer, guys. How would I set up a voting system like that? where I write 10 things and then you guys have 1 week of voting without cheating. For example, something like straw poll can be cheated. People can cheat votes there. Like a poll site or something. Straw poll can be easily cheated. You can make that in a YouTube community. No, it's more like for the stream people. The YouTube viewers, they are different. Discord reaction votes. What? We can use Discord. Christianity saves us from the Jewish gods. Oh god. The Jews not having it so easier. Free trade. The bonuses are too good. Everybody knows that. Google for poll or Discord? Okay. Stability when completed. -5 research speed. Oh. Paternal autocrat -30. Paternal autocrat. The VDBR. Verband der Baltischen Ritterschaften. Dude, whoever designed this, you gotta give a shout out to the devs. This is so detailed, man.
3.
This is so detailed. I'm losing a lot of stability. I gotta really work on that right now. The Brotherhood should have full control of the curriculum and use it as means of integrating the new generation to their order. They must know the truth about their heroic crusader-like history and the tenets of moral life as well as religious belief. Okay, let's bring back some stability, man. It's not looking good. When someone does little emotes under your Discord message. Ah! Cool. I'm gonna do that more in the future. Asking you guys what you want. I wanna do that more. But yeah, and first we're gonna do it at 3.5k subs for the 16-hour stream. You guys will be able to vote 1 or 2 games. I don't know. I will think you guys will vote for Company of Heroes. I will offer you Company of Heroes 2 campaign. I'm playing the whole campaign or something. I'm offering that. I'm not playing multiplayer in that game. No. PlayStation 4, you never played it? You should try it out. Man, Trickler, you are the funniest guy in your class, huh? Maybe that's why the women always look away when you're coming into the room. Love you, bro. Love democracy? Sorry. Religious education. So we're becoming some hardcore religious crusader state or something. Kind of fucking, actually. Cool. Not my favorite kind of nation. I like the democratic technocracies. I like them. But this is a very interesting government type. I'm playing VC4 while watching your stream. Warcraft 4. Will one of these votes be Turkey Grand Campaign? What does that even mean, Turkey Grand Campaign? Like I start at Alhamdulillah Mullah in CK2 and bring the Turks and the kebabs to the universe in Stellaris? The fuck, bro? That probably gets insane views. I have a lot of Turkish viewers, but... Dude. How long you want to keep a Turkish meme alive? At some point you gotta be like, Jesus. Exactly, please do that. Well, we're gonna see what the votes say, okay? Jesus Christ. Religious education, that means disability is fixed now again? No, it's not. I thought plus 0.5. Plus 0.5 because stability. It was minus 0.2 and it didn't go... Am I stupid? I probably am. I got some mad debuffs here. It was minus 0.7. Well, I guess it was. I just didn't see that so much. Okay, I mean, what is the ultimate goal here? Do these debuffs go away in one day? I think you keep the debuffs on this side forever, man. Oh. 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 Prohibition of vices. Alcohol, cigarettes, gambling, impure thoughts all make men sin and thus cast them out of heaven. To protect our people from such a fate and transform them into morally upright citizens, we must take the fight to these vices. You know what this state reminds me right now? Company of Heroes 2 has an America campaign too, and it's on sale for 3 more minutes. Fuck off. You know what this reminds me right now of? The Handmaid's Tale. Do you guys even know what that is? A hardcore religious state that's also very scary and fascist even in some points. A state you truly don't want to live in, man. Ah, fucking Christian state, man. Imagine a state like this in real life. Everything is forbidden, but the priests, man, they touch children everywhere. The leaders, they have the little bunga bunga parties, man. That's what I realized about humans, man. Every time these... Listen, I don't want to sound like a feminist, but mostly men are like, it is forbidden to this and that. They do it behind their back. They want to control the public. Oh no, you can't do this, you can't do that. But I can do it when I'm with my friends and there's no cameras. Fuck you. All the time in history, man. All the time. Thank you for 1 year, Koala, my bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like that Hungarian politician who wanted to abolish gay rights and he was actually found out to be always at gay parties, gay sex parties and shit. The Catholic Church, don't do this, don't do that, and then they fuck all the children and shit and fucking rip people for their money. That is human history, man.
Hope you had a good
Thank you, Thomas, man. Thank you very much. You don't need to do all right branch. Yeah, I'm doing just this one here to get a little bit of stability back, and then I'm gonna take care of this. Very interesting focus tree, man. Really awkward, but interesting, man. Really, really weird. Kind of like it. My girlfriend told me to watch Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale is very good. I like it. I like Handmaid's Tale very much. It's probably not for you guys, because it's a bit about women's rights and shit, but it's a good show, man. It won a lot of Emmys. The bottom ones are kind of worth it for the fucked up focuses and shit, but buff-wise they aren't so good. Riga, Raval, and the Bowel have strong labor unions, which fight for the interests of their workers and have no desire to cooperate with us. In our drive to transform the state, this particularism is too dangerous to be kept alive. Disband all these unions. Oh, when they disband unions, you know you're fucked. Disband the unions. Bye-bye. The books are better. I don't know the books. I never read them, but Handmaid's Tale is just good. They have one final season, I think. And I gotta say, when I was watching The Handmaid's Tale, I didn't feel it's so super feminist. It's just real. I felt like what happens in that TV show would probably happen in real life too, if that state would come to be. Handmaid's Tale is about the fictional world. We live in our world, but suddenly, all around the world, no one gets pregnant anymore. No one is becoming fertile anymore. Something is happening with the humans that people don't get children anymore. And the world is going into chaos, right? There's no new children. The world is getting into chaos. Bad shit is happening. And the world is having wars and shit or something. That's never shown like that. Thank you, Jenko. And the USA has a big war. The USA has a huge civil war, some shit. The normal USA, democratic and free, against hardcore Christians that are like, God is punishing us. And they even use nukes and shit. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, Jason. And the hardcore Christians are winning. And then the hardcore Christians are taking over the USA in this world. It's like 2050 or something. I don't know. It's like in our time in a way. And they make a hardcore Christian state, like ultra hardcore, man. If you fucking do something wrong, they will fucking hang you and be like, this is God's will. Really scary. And what they do, the name of the show is The Handmaid's Tale. Big show, very successful, many Emmys and shit. And they introduce a system where they take women and they take all their rights away. They just take them. We don't care who you are, who you've been before. We just take all your rights away. Happens very slowly. You see it in backlashes. They take the women's rights away very slowly. And then these women are being made into handmaiden. A handmaiden is a woman that's giving to a household of one of the leaders of this new Christian America. And these women are very, very special. They are very special in this world because they are the only ones that can still get pregnant. Only about 1% of the female population on Earth can still get pregnant. So these women are very, very important. And this Christian state is building like a culture. That's what the show's about. They're building this culture of completely oppressing and torturing these women. And they're becoming literally sex slaves in a way. They're just there to get fucked all the time. And they have like rituals and shit. And these rich leaders of America that are very powerful and shit, they have these handmaidens. They are there to get pregnant and shit. And if someone gets pregnant, it's a really big thing. It's really big. And that's the whole story. And if you ask yourself, why is the world not fighting that? First of all, America has a big army. And thank you so much. Thank you. And they're trading children. The whole world is running out of children because no one gets pregnant anymore. And this culture of oppressing women in America is making them have a lot of children. They're breeding a lot of children. Like, they have like 50 children a year, which is a lot in this timeline. It's on Hulu. I don't know where it is. And For example, there's the scene, I'm going to spoil a bit now. There's a Mexican diplomat coming over. The Mexicans are coming over. And the main character, she has a moment with the Mexicans alone. She's like, help me! Oh my god, this is hell! Help me, please save me, please save me. And you think the Mexican woman is going to save her, but the Mexican woman says, listen, this, your state, America, what is it called again? Does anyone know, chat? America has a new name. It's this old biblical name. What's it? What was the name again? And the Mexican woman says, listen, I can't save Gilead, the Gilead. They rename America into Gilead. Yeah, Gilead. The Holy Land or something. And the Mexican woman says, listen, man, they're selling us children. I don't give a fuck what they do to your human rights and shit. And then the show is about this woman trying to survive and kind of rebelling, and they're starting the revolution and shit. And it truly is a good show. If you're a bit dumb, you will easily think it's some feminist trash show, but it's not. It's just really clever, in my opinion. Very clever, very good show, man. Very good show. Gilead. Gilead is, if in the Bible, it's like the Holy Land or some shit, I think. The show's called The Handmaid's Tale. You never heard of The Handmaid's Tale? Ultra successful. So here we have a vegan burger with mushrooms and some sweet potatoes, man. Looking pretty good. Why are you not playing Lithuania? Because the Commonwealth is better, okay? Borgir. 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 What's the time? We still have 1 hour, okay. Just pushing here slowly, taking my time, talking to chat. I want to play on speed 4. Just have fun. Build this country up. Build the Arbeitsfront. Big build-ups. Mandatory military... Oh, -5. Damn, these debuffs are heavy, man. These debuffs are heavy, dude. This weekly stability shit is hurting, dude. I would love to take the industrial company. It's pretty good. What's the name? Böker and Co. What makes sense right now? 10% stability, but more consumer goods. It's actually interesting when you make a church state like this. Gilead is region in Jordan. It has something biblical, man. This is actually very intelligent. We're becoming a church state, which means our research speed is going down. We're not researching a lot. Very clever, man. Okay, let's do establish community help associations. Seems like a good buff. For now, it's the nature of a good Christian to help others and provide relief for those less fortunate. And it's the duty of a member of the Baltic Brotherhood to do so. We must institutionalize this practice to allow this community to help each other. Assist. Gilead is an Israel-American pharmaceutical company. Yeah, probably it's also... You know, there's other people with the name of Tom on this planet. Oh. Let's eat. Sorry, guys, I'm eating on stream. You guys love me, right? I'm sorry. But yeah, check out The Handmaid's Tale. It's also very good to watch with women. Non-subs, don't listen to that. Not your business. And, yeah, it's really... It's very good. The show is, in the end, about human character. And how... And it's the truth, right? If you have a system that allows oppression, people will oppress. People will... Thank you, Ham. I mean, a lot of studies show that, right? Even modern humans, man, can easily be manipulated into an oppressive system and behavior. I'll definitely check it out. I was a bit on the fence about it. Check it out. Just check it out. Give it some time. Check it out. I think it's a very good show. Very, very deep about human psyche and shit. Someone turned your schmatzen into an ASMR YouTube video. Can you have a link? The problem is you can just educate the new generation so they know nothing about the old world. I don't know. Looking at human history and shit, doesn't it feel like that the human race or humans always strive for freedom? Even if you educate them a certain way, after some generations they will always try to go against their parents' generation and try to rebel? It's a very good question. A very cool experiment. Imagine, this is such a cool experiment. I'm kind of into this psychology shit. Let's say you take 100 children, Chinese one, English one, everywhere. And this is just a hypothetical experiment that will never happen. Now, you raise these 100 children for 18 years in a really fucked up environment, like oppression, racism, just really Nazi shit, really heavy stuff, right? You know, fucking evil shit. And then you get data from that. Would they would they ever rebel? What is their behavior like? Do they show certain behavior of humanity that like the experiment is like, you have to torture this person? Would they always instantly do it, or will one of the 100 maybe rebel against it, even though he never knew what freedom is? He never learned it. Very interesting, very interesting. What if you put a person like this into the real world? Would they be able to handle this? Would they love the freedom here? It's very interesting. I mean, what you hear from refugees, people that are leaving North Korea and stuff like that, they're all really happy, right? They're like, oh my god, I'm so happy I'm fucking out of this shit. I guess that humans have this natural drive to freedom and not being evil, you know? It's interesting stuff, very interesting stuff. There's a lot of fucking psychological material on that, right? What even is my goal right now with this focus stream, man? I'm kind of wondering. Get tensibility. I just farted. Humans are inherently evil, but they're also inherently good. It really depends a bit. Let's say you make an experiment. You are in a room, and on the other side of the room there is a person strapped on a chair. Thank you, Easy Boy. The experiment guy says, listen, I want you to shock this person. And every time you shock the person, the volume of the shock doubles. The first shock is like little easy, very easy, blah, 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 very all good and shit. And every time you press the button again, the shock gets very heavy. After 10 pushes, the person can even die from it. Now, the guy says to you, on the first shock, you get $100. The second shock, $200. The third, $400. And it's so interesting how many people will go too far, how many people will say no from the beginning, blah, 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 blah. And that is, I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. I would think around 50-50 or something. That's the Milgram experiment. There were experiments with this where they got to lethal levels even without money. But what is the percentage of humans that do that? Because there's so much about it. Your how you're raised up, how you think and shit. Where's the results? 65% of experiment participants administered the experiment's final massive shock. 65% showed the inherent evil in a way, which still is hopeful. 45% didn't. 35, sorry. And all administered blah blah blah. Subjects were uncomfortable doing so and displayed varying degrees of tension and stress. These signs include sweating, trembling, stuttering, biting their lips, groaning, blah blah blah. Most continued after being assured by the experimenter. And this is a nice experiment to show that, you know, I don't take this the wrong way, but nowadays everybody says, oh, Nazi Germany, how could that have happened? That is so bad. And I often say this, and I hope I'm wrong, but I often say to these people, listen, if you would have born in 1910 and you would be part of that generation, you would be probably 90% chance also a guy that's like, ah. Humans are very easily manipulated, pressured, put into certain thinkings. This shit is very serious stuff, man. It's very easy how nowadays we're like always acting we have the moral high ground, man, but how easily are you manipulated into becoming an evil fucker yourself? Very interesting.
Wow, is very nice.
Hog.
Thank you, Penguin Man, thank you. It's very interesting stuff. Couldn't you make the same argument for serial killers or pedos who often have very fucked up childhoods? What? What? That is what? Very interesting stuff. And it shows, I think what it shows in the end I think what it shows in the end is shout out to good people. Good human beings. People that are just good for the sake of it. That don't want to make any gain from it. People that are just inherently good people. These people are literally what keep this world together. To not make us become animals. Raping and pillaging, man. And these people are very, very important, man. Shout out to them. If you're a good human being, shout out to you. I mean, you're watching Tommy K. You're probably an amazing human being. That's me.
Wow, it's very nice.
Oh, sweet potatoes are the
Hello,
best thing.
Tommy. How are you?
Thank you, Corrente. I'm doing great, man. How are you? I hate that I can't directly talk to Tommy in a situation like this. Yeah, that's the shit when you have 2K viewers and a streamer. I can talk, and you guys can't really respond. That's always the dangerous thing about a stream. There's only the streamer in his brain. Censor modern art. Oh my god. 5 stability, 10 more PP gain. Sure, let's reform the bureaucracy. Yep. And we are taking artillery. 10% orc is pretty sick. Population and 5% attack and defense seems really good. Let's take that. Also, technically, when you think about it, Hitler was rebuilding. Here we go. Rebuilding Germany. If not the atrocities he committed in fucking World War II, who knows? Maybe today he would be viewed as someone who not only saved Germany from communism but also created. That is. I don't think that's a healthy way to look at this stuff. Hey, what if the serial killer wouldn't have killed and actually cured cancer? That is so hypothetical. It's so far away from anything realistic and hypothetical historically that it just makes no sense to think like that. In my childhood, I often came across people, in my whole life, I'm sorry. In East Germany, there's many right-wingers. In my entire life, I met people that are like, oh, if Hitler wouldn't have, he could have done better, and we will be winners today. I hear that all the time as a German, but you are completely not seeing the proportion of things. You're completely missing the point, I think. You know? I don't think you should think about it that way. It happens so much in Germany. People trying to look at something evil like Hitler and the Nazis and find good things in it. But they did the Autobahn, and man, if he wouldn't have killed the Jews, he will just be our own Napoleon. I heard that my whole life. But I think that's very naive, very stupid, and uneducated, man. I think that's also very dangerous. Very dangerous. You know, look at the Hoi4 community. So many people are celebrating war. They love war a bit too much and want to... Dude, if my country was attacked, I would fight till the death. Like, our generation likes to really glorify war a bit. But then you talk to people, look at people that really been in war, and you see... That shit is not very fun, man. No? What was an interesting event? You just banned him? I mean, it was just awkward. Did he say something else? You didn't have to ban him. It was just a bit weird, but... Did you say something else? Thank you, 7-Man. Klausurphase over. Hey, good luck with your Klausur, man. Hitler only came to power for blaming minorities. Yeah, no one cares right now. That's not the fucking question. The point is that it seems that human beings have this seed of evil in them. We all have evil inside of us. It can be triggered. It can come out. For others, it comes out. For others, it doesn't. And I think being a good human being in life means... That's what I felt in my life. I don't know how you feel about this. Life is a bit of the struggle between your inner good and your inner evil. Oftentimes you have evil thoughts, right? You have like, I can steal this money. No one can see it. I can fuck this woman and never call her again. You have all these evil thoughts. And it... Maybe the path to salvation and a happy soul is to really often choose the good path instead of the evil path. In a way. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, don't listen to me. I'm just some monkey man. Like, you guys are so awkward. I'm looking at chat and like every third person is talking about, Tommy, I will die for my country. I don't know what you're talking about. I will. No one cares. That's not the point. How fucking small-brained of you to get hung up on this I will die for my country point. Jeez. There's more to life than dying for your country, man. Thank you, Gamiba. It's so awkward how you get hung up on that. This is very spicy. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm talking about if you have good in yourself and you're like, I want to die for my country. And now they get even more hung on it. Now everybody talks about I will die for my country. Thank you, Rumble Man. What's up? I'm eating sweet potato and...
What are you eating?
Some vegetarian burger with mushrooms, and the mushrooms are in a spicy marinade or something. No one is asking what you will die for. Dicka, no one is asking. I will die for my parents. Yeah, good for you. No one was asking. Jesus, what's wrong with you? You want to hear the truth of life? You want to hear the truth right here? You want to hear it right here? You guys are sitting here. I will die for my mom, my family, my country. When was the last time you told your mom you love her? When was the last time you called your grandparents, huh? All the stuff you will die for. Are you taking care of it right now? Do you take care of your country? Do you pay good taxes? Do you do some fucking social work? Do you help the homeless and the poor? Ask yourself that shit, okay? Ask yourself that shit. At least that's okay. I can handle the spiciness. Today? That's good. Everybody who said today, good boys. Good boys. I would like to go for a good meat burger. Thank you, Entomb. Most people don't do bad things for ideas, but for profiting. Yeah. Philosophy with the Tommy, man. What up, boys? What up? It's almost 39. Thank you, Poet. There was a Vietnam War documentary, and there was this old Viet Cong veteran saying that only those who've never been in a war argue who won or lost. Those who fought in a war acknowledge that everybody lost. That's bringing me back to my my first point. When look, I have never been in war. I don't want to act like I know shit, but in your life, when you listen and talk to soldiers or watch documentaries, dude, nobody's a big fan of this war stuff. And what in the end is war? Most wars, let's say over 90%, is just people that never put a weapon in their own hand trying to fight for their own interest, and they send you to die for them. There's wars that are very necessary. For example, World War II. Like, you have to fucking take down Nazi Germany or some fucking mortal shit is gonna happen. That makes total sense. But so many wars are just about some rich motherfuckers trying to show their dick size and stuff. But like I was saying, I was reading this book at my travels, Homo Deus, and the guy was saying this is at the moment we have the best time of ever, right? The least plagues, the least wars, stuff like that. So we're making some progress as the human race, I guess. Many young people don't even feel that. There was this great chapter where I wish I had the skills to really give this back to you. There was this chapter about war and how war influenced the human race, and we are so privileged to live in a time like this now. When you were born in the 1900s, before World War I, World War II, you are literally groomed to be a soldier. Your country, your government wants one thing from you. When you're 18, 16, whatever, you go to the army, you fight for your country. They don't want you to become a billionaire. They don't want you to pay big taxes. They don't want you to go to Silicon Valley. Back then, you were groomed for this shit. And after World War II, starting with the 50s, capitalists and stuff like that, you had this new mantra of human behavior and how the government sees its human, especially males, where you do not see your citizens, like males, anymore as this gun fodder and soldiers. You see them more like consumers, investors now, something that actually should be protected and stuff like that. That is a very beautiful thing, man. I mean, look at this. 100 years ago, look, you guys are from all around the world and you're watching a German. 100 years ago, we would have fucking shot each other. That is ridiculous. And now we're just chilling playing games about people shooting each other. The world is such a simulation, man. Dude, I always imagine my great-grandpas who all died in World War II. Imagine God is like, listen, Hans, mein Junge. You have been dead for 70 years. You're here in heaven, playing Nintendo DS all day. I offer you 5 minutes to look at your descendant, Hans and Fritz. Yeah, Tommy is his name. Tom Kesselhut. Yeah, a great German. And then my great-grandpa, who literally died by a grenade in Poland, right? He's like, oh man, I'm gonna see 2021. I'm gonna see my grandson. And now he's right there and like, Abdulaziz, I am the Baltic League. I need to buy weapons. Subscribe. Does anyone have tanks? We need to encircle. Happy tongue. That will blow his mind, right? Like, all jokes aside. Thank you, Comrade Fish. It will blow his mind. They will sit up there for 5 minutes and be like, what the fuck even happened? But I sometimes think they will also be a bit happy that we all get along now, right? We don't fucking fuck each other anymore over so much. You know? Except you're British, right? Fuck the British, man. These guys, what the fuck's wrong with them? I think they have a Wii in heaven. They have PlayStation. PlayStation is the best console, so they have... God will have a... In hell, you get an Xbox. You arrive in hell. Hey, man, you want to play Xbox? What the fuck? They must be shocked, yeah. And that, philosophically speaking, now imagine. You die right now. And in 70 years, God allows you to take a 5-minute look at your ancestors and how the world looks like. It will blow your mind. The world has gotten so fast, in just 70 years, you will not see the world anymore. Everything will be so fucking different. Imagine you take a guy from the 50s and you show him what's going on right now with iPhones and all that shit. And internet. It's like, what? And that's scary, man. In just less than 100 years, the world switches so much that you're like, what? That's crazy, man. How quickly the world has gone.
Weird chant.
Thank you. There's guys alive from the 50s. Yeah, look at them! Look at people from the 50s. They're like, oh! Now they invented global warming. I need to drive my pickup truck so I can buy myself some fucking burger meat for the rest of the week, man. Look at them. They don't know what's going on anymore. They're like, what the fuck? What the fuck is a TikTok? I'm almost done eating. Sorry, guys. Right now we're just building up, but I think I probably have to prepare for Warzone. The problem is, I have no economy. Absolutely zero economy. Maybe let's design something for once. 7-2s. We gotta start with 7-2s. Oh, I don't have armored cars. Well, I'm such a small nation, I probably shouldn't. Deutsch-Baltisches Kampfbataillon. That's actually a great name. This means German-Baltic Battle Battalion. That's a cool name. How many can I make of these? I mean, look at my manpower, man. This is really not looking good. Is it? Let's go. Is natural selection a good thing for humans? Is natural selection a good thing for humans? That is a very deep point. There was a whole chapter in the book I read. Look, everything I say right now is from that book. I myself am a fucking idiot, man. Dude, look at me. You should never listen to my shit. I got that from the book, and there was this big point about natural selection. AKA, on a higher scale, humanism. The book talks a lot about humanism. The book is suggesting and kind of saying, what is the biggest world religion right now? On the definition of a religion, many followers following certain rules and cultural things. It's humanism. That's what he's suggesting. Humanism is the biggest religion in the world right now. What is humanism? It started with the Renaissance, right? It came especially after World War II and stuff. valuing human life, right? You're not cannon fodder. You're not just some peasant anymore from the Middle Ages that if you die, no one cares. Nowadays, humanism is the one true God. The human matters. Is he happy? What does he need? Does he need a phone? Ba 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 ba. And humanism has certain approaches, and one of them was I forgot so much. There's different types of humanism, and there's this thing called selective humanism, which is kind of natural selection in a way. And he was kind of arguing that in itself, it is not ethically unclean to raise the question of if natural selection would be a good or bad thing for the human race. And like natural selection in humanism with humans has such a bad rep because the Nazis totally fucked it up, right? They were like, oh, we're better than you, stuff like that, which was really wrong. But that doesn't mean that the basic idea of natural selection should be completely abandoned and should still be talked about and debated, right? But he comes to the conclusion or offers in the end, which I agree with. When people say, and I want to be honest, I used to be a guy like this, and I maybe still am, that say, oh man, there's no more natural selection for humans. Now all the idiots are around, blah, blah, blah. Even if you're an ugly idiot, you can still mate. They mate even more than the intelligent ones. The more intelligent the human being is, the more or less likely he is to mate, right? And, oh, that's really bad, stuff like that. But in a way, we have to understand the human race has reached a level, which is a beautiful thing, where natural selection has been turned off and is over. We have now the resources to heal diseases, to make handicapped people part of life, to everything that 5,000 years ago would have not survived very well, now has the opportunity to survive in our society. And that should be seen, and I agree with this, as a big success of the human race. Look at someone like Stephen Hawking, man. The guy would have been fucked in 1400s. But here he was a big scientist doing a lot for the human race. I think this is really, really a good thing. And I disagree with people that are like, oh, natural selection, we need that back. I mean, sometimes I watch Twitch and YouTube, I'm like, okay, maybe we need it back. Bunch of fucking idiots around, dude. Holy crap. But yeah. Yeah. And what's really interesting in the book is how in the human race, right, you always had certain ways to look at humans. In the Middle Ages, you had the nobles that were important, and the peasants didn't matter at all. Then came like 1900s, where you were kind of just, the state was God, and you, the peasant, you had to die for the state, your life didn't matter. Right now, we're in the period of humanism. And what is the next thing that happens? What will happen the next 100 years? What will be the next big mantra of society? What he's suggesting. And that is a really interesting thought. Where will the human race go? What is the next big belief that everyone has and approach to human life and stuff? And I don't remember completely, but I think he was proposing that... thank you, Tragic Race. That we will go away from humanism again. Like the human life will be going down again in value. Like in a 10 billion world with super cities and stuff, if you die in your room, no one's gonna care other than your, you know. But I forgot a lot about the book. Check out Homo Deus, man. Crazy, crazy book that really teaches you a lot, man. I still have to read the final chapter. If you do decisions for the 1000 infantry equipment, I just want to, you can get defense national spirits. What? I thought I just get I thought the shit only gives me the land forts. Where does it say it gives me permanent bonuses? Oh, here. Repair. Division speed. +5. Oh. You have to do all the shit because then cool stuff happens. That's cool. Let's do it. Oh, that's cool, man. Dude, thank you for telling me that. Oh, sorry. When I eat spicy, my body goes like, what the fuck? Oh, fuck. Yuval Noah Harari is the guy who wrote that. Yeah. He also read a book about the past of the human race. Yeah, it was an international bestseller. Very interesting stuff. And obviously the book is a lot about global warming. Can we even survive that and stuff? Can we handle this shit? The first big ultra global crisis. Thank you, John. Gonna be very interesting. And a lot of human issues will arise with global warming, right? A lot of climate refugees, overpopulation. It's gonna be... We're in for a very interesting next 100 years, man. Isn't natural selection part of evolution and therefore is there forever? Yeah, sure, natural selection is a thing that will always exist. That doesn't mean, though, that a race like the human race can just reach a certain level in their knowledge where the laws of natural selection don't apply anymore. What shows the beautiful thing about evolution and the human race is that at a certain point you can overcome nature even and its laws and reach the next level. I disagree that human life will lose value. I think with time, as we establish pockets of humans on other planets and blah 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 blah. Here's a big point I forgot. Here's a huge point you have to talk about. Thank you, Gingy Blood. What are human beings doing to races that are inferior to them? Cows, chicken, blah blah blah. We use them for what they're good for. We don't talk to them. We don't mate with them. We don't make families with them. We use them for their products. Milk, eggs, whatever. When one day, and it will probably happen, a point arrives, and this is the main part of this book. When one day it happens that AI equalizes or overcomes human consciousness, we have to think about AI. It looks like that the next big religion, the next big approach to life, will be not answered by us. It will be answered by AI. AI will have to determine what are humans, how should we handle humans, how valuable is human life. Well, stuff all these big questions, man. And that is very fucking deep shit, man. Very fucking deep shit. I wish I was still remembering more so I could share this with you guys. Very cool shit, man. Tommy reads one book and he's like, oh man, let me share all the stuff with you. Very interesting stuff, man. And when you say you don't think the value of human life will not decrease, you have to think under the background of AI. In a world where AI beats humans on every single level, maybe except art, productiveness, intelligence, decision-making, saving the planet, global issues, space travel. In a world like this, how valuable is your life? As an average citizen of 10 billion humans that doesn't have any purpose anymore in this world other than being in a simulation and just having fun. I don't know the answer to that, but it's an interesting thought. Interesting thought. The AI will sub to you though. Who knows? Will AI watch the stream? In 100 years. Hello, I'm TommyBot502. I'm gonna stream Hearts of Iron. And let's connect to the Paradox network. Yeah, no AI in the world can fix Paradox engine, man. That's for sure, man. What? We can have the most intelligent supercomputers. They will still have these things, man. That's for sure. Let's be real. Fuel for the fuel god. Okay, finally some milks here. World 2 is around the corner. I'm not ready at all. That's just the story of Kazrak. I'm never ready for the war. We still have so much nation building going on. Stability is actually at 100. Maybe AI Tommy will be better at micro. Maybe AI Heiki Lover won't be such a monkey, eh? Do you think AI will believe in some sort of god? It does. This is all questions we cannot answer. How will AI look like? How will it think? What is consciousness? Will AI have a consciousness? There was oh, I forgot so much about the book. There was a chapter, what is consciousness? And this is some scary shit. I hope I can really bring it back to you guys. So there's this big chapter about consciousness, and really with proof and sources and scientific data and stuff. And at this point, this book was written in 2016. There is no scientific proof for the humans having a consciousness. Brain scientists can show certain things. You make decisions, certain areas in your brain are lighting up, like MRT scans, blah, 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 blah. But there's nothing truly proving to show consciousness. They still haven't found that out, man, which is kind of scary, right? And there was this chapter. Oh, there was this chapter. That was so scary. They proposed that there's no free will, which I think is a super point. Listen to this. There was a chapter. So there's an experiment. There's an experiment on humans and rats. They put certain shit on your brain and they can see your electronic waves and all that stuff, you know? And they're asking a human being to click a left or the right button. And the conclusion of the experiment, true story, I can literally show the source. If you want it, man, I can get it out. This experiment truly happened. The conclusion of the experiment was that before the human being made the spontaneous decision to press the left or right button, milliseconds before that, certain areas in the brain showed the behavior already. Meaning, in this millisecond, the scientist already saw in his data the decision the human is going to do in real life very soon. So the decision shown in the real world, like moving a finger, is little mini seconds already done in your brain, shown by certain waves. Now, did you make the decision consciously? Not really. Who made the decision? Do we have a free will? A great not experiments against free will was an experiment with rats. You can literally Google this shit. They put certain, like Elon Musk, they put certain little wires into a rat's brain. And they are now far enough to completely control the rat. The rat is walking through a labyrinth and the scientists tell, go left, go right. They completely decide what the rat is doing. Eat, drink, climb up the ladder. And the point of the experiment is this. The experiment is showing or suggesting the rat does not know someone else is making the decision. Thank you, Burger. The rat is thinking, oh, I want to go left. Oh, I want to climb the ladder. While he's being controlled by a human in another room. But in his consciousness, he thinks it's his decisions. Now apply this on fucking humans. That is some scary fucking shit, dude. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. I think the point is always a bit stupid. You know, there was this big chapter like, oh, do we have a free will? You know, in school you have that all the time in the human race. We talk about, is there a free will? Is there a free will? And philosopher Tommy, Mr. Scientist Tommy says, who cares? I think that's an answer that can be left unanswered. Why does it matter? But then I was, oh, here we go, next one. I remember everything from the book. I'm starting to remember shit. I asked myself, why does it matter? I make the decision to pick up this fork. Did I did it consciously, or was it something in my brain that already prepared this? Who cares? In the end, it has no influence on your life. But here it comes. True fucking story, man. Listen to this shit. So I was reading the chapter and I'm like, okay, who cares, man? Who cares if free will exists or not? What the fuck, who cares? And then the guy who wrote the book, he's like, well, listen, you fucking... Listen, man, listen. 1 sec, let me do this one. So, they're looking at a new experiment done by the US Army. Once again, the US Army. So, there was this woman who worked for a British news magazine. I think they meant the BBC, but he didn't say it in that book. And this woman was going to the US military to check out new technology and new experiments. Thank you, Herbert Wunton. So, here's what happened. The woman is asked to lay down in front of a sniper simulator. It's a simulator where you have a big screen and you have a fake sniper rifle and you teach yourself sniping. The simulation starts running. She's being attacked by tangos, by targets, and she's very nervous, right? She's stressed, she's sweating. She has a very bad result. She's not shooting enough, they're overcoming her. She's not doing so well. Now, the scientists of this US Army scientist base, whatever, I don't know the details, man. I can't really show you can Google this shit. Are now showing her the new technology. What they're doing is, after years of research, They found out what areas in the brain and what electromagnetic waves lead to stress and not paying attention and sweating and mistakes, whatever. So they put a helmet on her head with certain, you know, these things that you, these, not the scary things. They're not going inside your brain like Elon Musk. Basic shit. And they're running certain energy waves, certain electrodic impulses to reach certain areas of her brain. Now, with this helmet, she is now sitting down again on the simulator and she's wrecking it. She is calm, she's not sweating, she is totally focused, her reaction time is improved, she completely fucks them all up. And here's the scary thing about the story that really stuck with me. After this, the woman is making her report to the BBC or whatever and blah blah blah. And the one thing she learned from this is, she said, I am craving this feeling again. That's what she said. When I was wearing that helmet and all the stress and stuff like that was turned off in my brain, I felt free for the first time in my life. What the fuck? Why would she say that? She felt free. No anxiety, no stress, no not being scared. She felt something she never felt before. And she wanted to have it back. And that, if that is all true and applies to many humans, that shows the future. How... And it's now in its infancy, this whole brain science, Elon Musk with the Neuralink, stuff like that, could lead to a new human one day that is not having these issues anymore. You're scared, you're anxious, you're depressed. It's gone. But what does that do to the human race? Where are we going with this when there's no negative feelings anymore? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Will it reach... Will it make us reach the next level? Some very interesting fucking shit, man. And it leads to, and that's what the book is called, it leads to Homo Deus. After Homo sapiens comes Homo Deus. Deus is Latin for godly. We're becoming gods. We can control our environment, we can control nature, we can control our emotions, we can control other races, we can control even the planet. And the human race might, as this is proposed, reach the next level of its evolution. It was, Robner, it was, man. Check out yesterday's stream if you want to see the information. We reach the next level of becoming our own gods. Probably not in our lifetime, but the next up to 300 years. And that shit is interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Experience the Übermensch helmet for $12.99 a month. You're laughing, but if we will take the time travel 100 years in the future, you and me, we will both probably be very, very shocked what the fuck they're having for us, what they're proposing and shit. It's probably really crazy. And do I get Mjolnir? I accept my corporate overlords. Interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. But the problem is, of you and me, we have the problems. We don't live in this time. We are not living in the 1500s, experiencing the new world, looking for it. We are not living in 2200, when global warming probably has been fixed and we're going to the next level. No, you and me, we have these boring lives. We're probably the last generation to not be immortal, to not get very old. We're the last generation that doesn't have all these epic technologies, and we are the generation that has to handle the global warming crisis. The guys after us, they're gonna be the ones having big fun, dude. They're gonna have the big fun. So yeah, you and me, we're all fucked. Famine? Your mom is famine. What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean, famine? Your mom is famine. Fuck off. I like how you get actually these infinite bonuses. That's actually really cool. Economic development. Oh, you need a lot of PP so you can make all these economic developments. Really cool focus tree, man. Really, really cool. But aren't the emotions that define us and our actions? What is the sense of life without emotions? In that scenario I just told you, is you turn off stuff like anxiety, depression, negative stuff. You're not turning off love and stuff. But what if at one point you can even turn off love? Your girlfriend breaks up with you and you just you deleted it. That is questions that the next generations will have to answer probably. Not us. We don't have to answer this. But I have my F1 button is very greasy. But future humans have to answer very different questions than you and me, man. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, Unicorn Collective. Who knows? Even I mean, this is very likely. When the big cyberspace era starts with fucking implants and everything cyber, there will be probably a big human movement, especially like religious people and stuff, esoteric people, that are gonna have this big movement of back to the roots against technology, back to Earth, stuff like that. That will probably, man, it's some very interesting shit. Very interesting shit, man. Thank you, Sat Stan. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. And what are we doing? We're playing video games. But we're happy. Interesting stuff. Are we in sub mode? Turn it off, man. Bring back in the idiots. Your being is justified on? Probably Russia, huh? No, Communist France is declaring war on Germany. Well, I have to be busy here. Still training my little mini army. Very sad army, actually. You need a lot of PP now. I'm realizing it a lot. You get so many bonuses if you make PPs. If you make political power. Jesus. Just protect your own front. Yeah. Well, I need to protect my manpower, man. That's like the #1 thing. Getting some more mills here. Economy is coming around. Looking good. Just open the gains of heal. Nice ad, bro. Yeah, we have like a merch ad now. Epic, right? that fucking ad was 600 euros. I swear to God. Thank you, Smokey. Thank you. Hey, no, this against my graphic guys. The graphic people are really cool people. But that fucking animation you just saw is 600 euros. Woo! Yeah, I take it. It's a good tax write-off, but Jesus Christ. Do you think that the world is going to be a better place than now? Yes. A big part of the book, and I even know before, is look. We at the moment we humans tend to really see everything negative. The world is so full of disaster. I turn on the news, everybody dies. Yes, because of digitalization, globalization, and the global news network, you see negative news a lot now every day because they sell very well. But if you look at the human race and our history, at this moment, in this moment right now, we are at the most safe spot ever. 200 years ago, you died to infections, plagues, war. You had no rights, man. A woman was fucked. Minorities were fucked. Everything was fucked. Nowadays, man, look at us. By 2050, this is a true statistic. By 2050, 50% of the human race will be obese or at least overweight, with a BMI over 25. Dude, no one is dying of famine anymore. We're dying from eating too much. 23% deaths of diabetes in the USA. We're living great lives. You don't have to go to war. No one is suppressing your rights too much anymore and shit. We're living in a great time. I think sometimes we should maybe appreciate it a bit more. We're always, me too, all of us, we're so negative all the time. And we should maybe appreciate this a little bit. 10 million people die of hunger every year. No offense, but 10 million and 8 billion is ultra low. While how many people die of obesity in the USA every year? How many people die of obesity? It's like a really big number in the US. More than 1.9 billion adults were overweight and 650 million were obese. At least 2.8 million people each year die as a result of being overweight or obese. Just in the US. This is US. And it's not US. It's probably everything. 2016. And it's growing. It's growing and growing and growing, right? It's even going higher and higher. Wally timeline. Let's go. Okay, get all the equipment. Ostwald artillery stations. What is that? Land forts. Building like a big fucking country. And let's get the mill here with Walter Zepp SEF. The SEF, or State Electronic Factory, is one of the largest industrial complexes in Riga. Okay, we're getting electronics and one mill. The Ellis Ultimatum, World War II is around. Here we go. World War II. World War II. Hello. My name is World War II. World War II. There you go. Feel like calling here. Tomorrow we play the Second World War. Am I at war already with Russia? No. Feel like calling it here. Feel like calling it here. Okay, let's save and bring this back tomorrow. Blood Band. Baltics. Come back refreshed tomorrow. And get into World War II. See where we can go with this campaign. Very cool though, man. Big shout out to the Kaiserreich devs. Good job, man. You have a small nation like the Baltic Duchy and it's so much fun. Maybe, in my own taste, a little bit too complicated even. A bit too much, man. But fucking hell, man. Hope the brother stuff is worth all the annoying stuff to get there. Let's see. Okay. Boys.